session, we are going to be covering our most beloved canines, our dogs, the members of our extended family. This is my dog, my elder golden retriever, who's going to be enjoying some attention while I converse with you. So, let's get into it. Oxytocin, that wonderful chemical we call the love hormone, releases within both humans and dogs when the two gaze into each other's eyes. Other happy hormones, serotonin and dopamine, are released as well. As a point of reference, this is the same effect that happens when mother and infant stare into each other's eyes. Both humans and dogs enjoy health benefits when we pet them for an extended period of time. Numerous studies have shown that our blood pressure and theirs goes down with this special time together. Our time with this unique animal leads to a greater sense of well-being. It lowers the levels of the stress hormone cortisol, stimulates happiness, and often improves our overall fitness. Dogs love to talk to us. Our species has spent so much time with dogs that even through audio recordings, most humans can decipher the general meaning behind what the dog is trying to say. Dogs communicate to us through more than just barking, growling, and other such developed vocalizations. They also speak to us and to each other with their tails, their ears, and through the very rigidity of their body. We can understand them, and they can understand us more than we both realize. Dogs can learn over 1,000 words. However, even though dogs can learn these words, dogs tend to react more to our tone of voice than our vocabulary. Dogs can gauge our emotions by just listening to our voice. Our ability to understand our dogs and our dog's ability to understand us so well is largely because humans and dogs have lived closely together for millenniums. Dogs understand our laughter, our emotions. They know exactly how to study our face to see in a glance if we are happy, sad, or angry. Dogs know us so well that they know to look at the right side of our face rather than the left side of our face, because they have learned that our emotions are more accurately depicted on the right side of our face than on our left. Fascinating, isn't it? They've spent so much time with us in so many varying terrains, in so many different situations, that it's now in their blood, ingrained in their very DNA, to know what side of our face to look at to best know our state of mind. In fact, researchers have made the point that dogs are the only animal that can detect our emotions from a single fast glance. Dogs, it seems, are indeed our best friends. Dogs who adore us as individuals. Those dogs who consider us their family will even mirror our emotions. If you you have ever had a dog, you intimately know of what I am speaking of. Greet your dog in a genuinely happy mood, and your dog might just smile at you. But dogs don't just know how to read our faces. They also understand how humans interpret their doggy faces. For example, dogs will deliberately raise their eyebrows to create those famous puppy eyes that so effectively bends us to their will. In fact, they have a wide range of facial expressions that they'll make at times when they know humans are watching them. So now, let's go even deeper into the dog's story. Humans and dogs have lived together for maybe as long as 34,000 years. 34,000 years seems like a long enough time for us to forge a bond that makes us feel like family to one another. They know us. We know them. And we will usually do whatever it takes to keep each other safe and happy. Now, let's explore the dog's ability to smell the world that we don't even know exists. The dog's sense of smell is far superior to our own. We humans have 5 million olfactory cells, which are cells that are dedicated to detecting odor. Dogs, however, have 125 to 300 million olfactory cells. Because of how sensitive a dog's nose is, and how dogs understand how odors change through the course of time, dogs can actually smell the passage of time. Dogs can detect odors in parts per trillion, which is the equivalent of a dog finding a single dirty sock in a pile of millions of clean ones. A dog's nose is wet to help absorb scent chemicals. Wet noses also help dogs regulate their body temperature and cool them down because they don't have normal sweat glands like we humans do. As an extreme example of how well dogs can smell, bloodhounds are able to trace scents that are over 300 hours old. Bloodhounds have those floppy ears for a reason. Those adorable ears serve as a funnel to which to pass the world's odor to that ultra-powerful sniffer. Did you know that dogs breathe differently than humans? While people breathe in and out the same way, canines breathe in through their nostrils and out through those slits found on the sides of the nose. This system circulates air so that the animal is always bringing in new smells. Dogs have an incredibly fast sniff rate. A dog breathes in and out around 15 times per minute when sitting calmly, compared to a typical human who breathes out 12 to 20 breaths per minute. A dog's breathing frequency goes up 31 times per minute while walking. But when a dog is actively sniffing, the inhalation-exhalation rate goes up to 140 to 200 times per minute. And the cherry on top for this through your sweat, through your pheromones. Your hormones speak to your dog's nose as if they were a language. Now, onward to the dog's ears. Dogs can hear about 4 times the distance of a human. Dogs have 18 muscles to control their ears. This is how they are able to use their ears to communicate with we humans. These muscles also help them to hear well. 18 muscles in their ears compared to our mere 6. These muscles allow dogs to simultaneously hear from a diverse range of directions. Now, let's talk about the dog's eyes. While they can't see as vividly as we humans do in the daylight, they do have better low-light vision than humans because of a special light-reflecting layer behind their retinas. Their larger pupil also lets in more light. You'll be happy to know that dogs aren't truly colorblind. Their vision is similar to how our vision is at dusk. They can see blue and yellow vividly, but do have trouble distinguishing between different shades of green and red, causing those colors to look more like grays and browns. This explains why your dog might sometimes lose track of their red ball in the grass. But another way, dogs have 2 color receptors, while we humans have 3. If you were to see the world through your dog's eyes, you'd see everything in shades and combinations of blue and yellow. Dogs watch television now because today's high-definition technology produces a frame rate that allows dogs to actually see what is on the screen. Dogs couldn't see what was playing on those old-timey television screens. Before modern technology, TVs just look like strobe lights to them. Some interesting dog anatomy here. Did you know that dogs have 3 eyelids? 2 of their eyelids are visible and 1 is hidden. The 3rd eyelid sits in the inner corner of a dog's eyes, and it has invisible tear glands. The 3rd eyelid is called a haw. This 3rd eyelid is used to help keep the eye lubricated. This nictating membrane in the corner of their eye is used primarily for removing dust and mucus from the cornea. Now, on to something else. Did you know that greyhounds will beat cheetahs in a long-distance race? Cheetahs can run up to 70 miles per hour, but they can only sustain this amazing speed for 30 seconds. A greyhound can reach a speed of 45 miles per hour and maintain this speed for 7 miles. In a long-distance race, the greyhound wins. Now, to sleep and dreams. Have you ever wondered why your dog curls up in a ball when they sleep? It's because of instinct. It's to keep themselves warm and to protect vital organs while asleep. You've seen dogs twitch, bark, and run in place while asleep. They do this because they dream just like we humans do. Human brains and dog brains function similarly during sleep. We both have the same type of slow wave sleep and rapid eye movement. During the REM stage, dogs can dream just like humans. In fact, during sleep, a dog's brainwave patterns are similar to a human's, which reinforces the belief that dogs dream just like humans do. Just for fun, let's now explore some facts about dogs that you may not know, such as dogs sneeze to show other dogs that they're not being aggressive. Over 50% of dog owners include their dogs in Hollywood photos. Dogs are among the most diverse species when it comes to the shape of their skulls. Between different dog breeds, skulls vary as much as they do between entire species. So, for example, the skull of a German Shepherd is as different from a Golden Retriever's as a cat's skull is from a bear's. Puppies have 28 teeth, and adult dogs have 42. Dogs' nose prints are as unique as humans' fingerprints and can be used to accurately identify them. Dogs can be taught to count and solve simple math problems. The Jedi Ewoks in Star Wars were based on a real dog. George Lucas modeled Ewoks after his family dog. 45% of U.S. dogs sleep in their owner's bed. In 2012, a Golden Retriever named Max became the very first mayor of a town. A female dog and her mate and their offspring can have the potential of producing 67,000 dogs in 6 years. In 1990, a German Shepherd guide dog named Orient led her blind human to the entire 2,100-mile Appalachian Trail. Humans and dogs have been companions for maybe as long as 34,000 years, which makes you wonder how many times our species have rightfully trusted ourselves to this wonderful, this amazing, this loving, this loyal companion. If you've enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving this video a like. Lastly, and most importantly, be sure to give a smile to the next dog